The topic soil conservation and what was the ways of preventing soil erosion. First is planting trees. Second is making embankments. Third was construction of dams. And fourth is preventing overgrazing. So what do you mean by soil conservation? Prevention of soil erosion is called soil conservation. And how can we conserve soil? By planting trees, by making embankments, and embankment is made up of rocks and stone. And third is construction of dam shown in the figure. In the first picture, planting trees. Second is making of embankment. Third one is construction of dams. Fourth one is overgrazing. If we prevent the overgrazing, then we can conserve soil, as we discussed in the last class. And fifth point is making terraces. So by making slopes in the hilly areas, we can avoid soil erosion. So today topic is activity of trees and grass. So what is the activity of trees and grass? So what is the aim of this activity? How trees and grass hold soil and prevent soil erosion. इस एक्टिविटी में हम प्रूव करेंगे जो ट्रीज और ग्रास है वो सोइल को कैसे टाइट करके रखती है और कैसे उसको सोइल इरोजन को प्रिवेंट करती है. So for doing this activity, we need soil. Second is 2 empty trays. Third is water. So you have to take 2 empty trays and you have to fill them with soil and plant some grass in one tray with the support. So you have to take 2 empty trays and you have to fill them with soil. So you have to take 2 empty trays and you have to fill them soil. Plant more grass in one tray. So you have to take 2 empty trays and you have to fill them with soil. And you have to plant some grass in one tray. So we are taking 2 empty trays, we are taking two trays, and in first trays we are planting grass. In the first tray we are planting grass. Plant some grass in one tray and keep both the tray tilted with the support. तो हमें सबसे पहले 2 ट्रे लेनी है और उसको सोइल से फिल करना है. एक ट्रे में हमने प्लांट उगाना है and then you have to keep both the tray tilted with the support. So you have to take support of any wall with these trays, then pour some water on the soil in both the trays from the raised edge. So then you can add some water into the soil, and what we are observing, you will observe that without grass carried away by the water. So we have two trays. In the first tray, also soil is present. In the second tray, also is present. But in the first tray, we are planting trees. In the tray, we are planting trees. And then we will add some water into the plant. Also, we will add some some water into the soil. So what is the conclusion? We conclude that what we have concluded that in this soil, in the first case, the soil will not blown away because these plants hold the soil very tightly. But in this soil, plant is not present. If we will add some water into the soil, then the soil is blown off. So in this way, we can prove that plants hold the soil very tightly. इस एक्टिविटी में हमने क्या प्रूव किया? दो हमने ट्रे में पहले हमने सोइल ली, उसके बाद हमने पहली वाली ट्रे में हमने ग्रास प्लांट की, दूसरे वाले ट्रे में हमने कुछ भी प्लांट नहीं किया. देन उसके बाद दोनों ही ट्रे में हमने पानी डाला. पानी डालने के बाद फर्स्ट केस में जो हमारी जो सोइल है वो नीचे नहीं आती, और जो सेकंड केस में जो हमारी सोइल है वो ब्लो ऑफ हो जाती है. फर्स्ट केस में सोइल नीचे क्यों नहीं आती है? क्योंकि जो प्लांट है सोइल को टाइटली बाइंड करके रखता है, और सेकंड वाले में प्लांट नहीं है तो सोइल इजीली मूव कर जाती है. तो इन दिस, इससे हमें क्या प्रूव होता है? So we have what is the conclusion of this activity? So plants hold the soil very tightly. So plants and trees hold the soil very tightly, and it prevents from the soil erosion. So what is the activity? Firstly, you will take 2 empty trays and then you have to fill them with soil, and you have to plant some grass in one tray. So we are taking 2 empty trays. In the first tray, we are filling with the soil, and on the next case, we are planting some grass in one tray. Keep both the trays tilted with the support. So we are taking 2 empty trays and we are filling it with the soil. So we are taking 2 empty trays and we are filling with them the soil. In the first tray, we are planting some grass. In the second soil, we are not planting anything. Then we'll add some water into both trays. So what is the conclusion? Soil in the first tray, they don't carry it away by the water, but soil in the second tray in the soil present in the grass, it does not carry it away by the water, but in the second tray in which no grass is present, so it is carried away by the soil. So conclusion is that trees and grass, they hold the soil very tightly. So what is the activity? Trees and grass hold the soil tightly, and trees and grass help in preventing soil erosion. So what is that activity? We are taking 2 empty trays and then we are putting some soil into the tray, and after putting some soil into the tray, we are adding some water into the soil, and then in the first tray we are planting some grass, and in the second tray we are planting no plant. So in the tray on which grass is present, so you have to plant. So you have in this case, in the first case in which grass is present, they hold the soil very tightly and it does not carried away by the soil. Next is time to answer. Protection of soil from erosion is called soil conservation or soil erosion. It is soil erosion. Protection of soil from the erosion is called soil conservation. So answer is soil conservation. Planting of trees is called afforestation. Dash are built on rivers to control the force of flood. Dams. Dash should be prevented to avoid soil erosion, overgrazing. Method of practices farming by making terraces on the hilly areas is known as terrace farming. Next is topic is soil life. Soil life is a collective term for all the organisms living in the soil, and plants and animals are dependent on one another. So what is soil life? It is a term given to the organism living in that soil. जो भी soil के अंदर जो भी organism रहते हैं, this is called soil life. So it is a collective term given for the organism living in the soil. So which type of organism live in the soil? For example, earthworm. Second is bacteria. Next is centipedes. So these type of organism lives in the soil. So what do you mean by soil life? It is a term given to the organism living in the soil. Plants and animals are dependent on one another and on the soil in which they live. Overuse of pesticides can damage the crops as well as harm other animals. So as we know, the plants and animals, they dependent on one another on the soil they wish they live. So how plants and animals dependent for each other? As we know, animals eat plants. So animal is dependent on plant. So as you know, animals eat plants and animal eat plants, so it is dependent on plants. And they also depend on the soil. So as we know, plant grow in the soil, so plant on the soil. Overuse of pesticides can damage the crop as well as harm other animals. Human beings can also pollute the environment, especially water bodies. हमारे पानी में रहते हैं, this is called water bodies. If we take excess of soil, then it damages the soil as well as it also harm other animals. So what do you mean by soil life? Soil life is a collective term given in the soil. As we know, plants and animals are dependent on one another, and plants and animals also they dependent on the soil. If we take excess of pesticides, so pesticide, what do you mean by pesticides? It is a chemical used in the fields to increase fertility of the soil. So if we overuse the pesticide, they can also damage the soil, also can damage the other animals. Excess of pesticides, they also pollute the environment. सोइल लाइफ क्या होती है? जो भी सोइल के अंदर जो पार्टिकल्स रह रहे हैं, एनिमल्स और ऑर्गेनिज्म भी रह रहे हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड सोइल लाइफ. और जो सोइल में प्लांट उगे, हम इसके लिए पेस्टिसाइड्स यूज करते हैं, केमिकल यूज करते हैं. अगर इसको हम ज्यादा यूज कर रहे हैं, ज्यादा यूज करने से जो भी उसमें पानी में रहते हैं, पानी के अंदर जो भी एनिमल्स रहते हैं, उसकी डेथ हो जाती है. और पानी वाटर पोल्यूशन होता है, also it creates air pollution. If we take overuse of pesticides, it can create water pollution, also it can create air pollution. So next topic is soil and animals. So there is more life below the surface of earth than it. You know, the soil, example, earthworm, it also live in the soil. Moles, it also live in the soil. Rats, mice, snake, rabbits. So these animals live in the soil. Apart from these, there are plenty of small organisms like bacteria. So in the soil, also small organisms are present. Example, pests. So I will show. This is a these centipedes live in the soil. So this is a centipede, and these live into the soil. So next is, which organism live in the soil? Moles, earthworm, rats, mice, snakes, rabbits, centipedes, and bacteria. So these type of organisms live in the soil. So soil is home for these animals. All these creatures play an important role in breaking down the rotting plants and dead animals and turning them into nutrients that help plants to grow. As we know, these type of animal, they play a very important role in breaking down the rotting plants and dead animal and turning them into the nutrients. सारे के सारे एनिमल्स होते हैं, ये हेल्प करते हैं जो डेड प्लांट्स और डेड एनिमल्स हैं उसको एक अच्छे जो हमारे मैन्योर होता है उसको कन्वर्ट करने में these type of animal help. For example, growing and earth turning activities of the earthworm make the soil aerated. Aerated means they add air into the soil. Aerated means adding air. So make fertile and rich in humus. So suppose जो भी earthworm इसके अंदर घूमता रहता है और इसके अंदर जो भी गड्ढे बनाता है, इसके वजह से soil में air enter होती है and soil becomes fertile and they have rich in humus. When earthworm die, they add into the soil and they add humus in the soil. That's why the earthworm is known as farmer best friend. So who is earth farmer best friend? Earthworm. And why earthworm is also known as farmer best friend? Because they convert the soil aerated, fertile and rich in humus. अर्थवर्म को हम फार्मर का बेस्ट फ्रेंड क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि ये सारी की सारी सोइल को एरेटेड बनाता है, मींस उसमें एयर ऐड कर देता है और उसके अंदर जो है उसको सोइल को फर्टाइल बनाता है और जब वो अर्थवर्म डाई हो जाता है तो वो सोइल के साथ मिक्स करके सोइल को फर्टाइल बनाता है. तो अर्थवर्म इज फार्मर बेस्ट फ्रेंड. तो अर्थवर्म इज फार्मर बेस्ट फ्रेंड. So what do you mean by soil life? A term given to the living organism into the soil. And plants and animals, they also dependent on each other. And if we take excess of pesticides, they can create air pollution as well as they also create water pollution. So next topic is soil and animal. So soil is home for many animals, just like mouse, just like earthworm, just like rat, just like snake, just like rabbit, just like mice, just like earthworm. So these animals, they have home in the soil. And who is known as farmer best friend? Earthworm. Because if we turn the active, if we change borrowing and art turning activities of the earthworm make the soil aerated. So these will turn the earthworm turn the soil into fertile soil and aerated soil. So next topic is soil and crops. Different types of plants need different type of soil to grow. Plants grown by the farmers in their fields are called crops. So what do we mean by crop? If different type of plants need different type of soil to grow. So as we know, rice plant, they grow in different soil, and sugarcane plant, they grow in the different soil. So different plants need different type of soil. If we plant crops, so this is a picture of crop. So this is the plant growing in the fields. The plant growing in the fields are called crops. जो भी प्लांट हमारे फार्मर्स उगाते हैं फील्ड्स में, इट इज कॉल्ड क्रॉप्स. So next is crop growing is a major agriculture activity and is the backbone of the country economy. As we know, it is a part, crop growing is a part of, it plays an important role in the country economy. If we do not grow our food, will we have to spend a lot of money buying food from the other countries? अगर हम अपना खुद फूड नहीं ग्रो करेंगे तो हमें दूसरी कंट्री से खाना खाने के लिए हमें खाना खाने के लिए हमें ज्यादा हमें कॉस्ट देनी पड़ेगी. अगर हम अपने इंडिया में अगर हम प्लांट नहीं उगाते तो हमें जो है वो सारे के सारा फूड हमें दूसरी कंट्री से लेना पड़ेगा. एंड वी हैव टू स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. So you need to grow good crops. The soil should contain, first is nutrient and mineral, and second is adequate air and water. So having good crops, the soil contains nutrient and minerals. अगर हमें अच्छी क्रॉप चाहिए तो सोइल के अंदर हमें क्या क्या चाहिए? न्यूट्रिएंट्स होने चाहिए, मिनरल्स होने चाहिए, एयर होनी चाहिए, वाटर होने चाहिए, एंड having humus in the soil. So to have good crops, the soil contain good minerals, soil contain good nutrients, and it has sufficient air and water, and it has sufficient humus into the soil. So next topic is crop rotation and manure and fertilizer. So what do you mean by crop rotation? As we know, farmers do not grow the same crop repeatedly in the same field. हमें पता है कि फार्मर्स सेम टाइप की क्रॉप एक ही फील्ड में नहीं उगा सकते. हमने कोई भी क्रॉप उगाई है उसके बाद कोई और क्रॉप उगानी पड़ेगी. सपोज हमने मान लो राइस उगाया है, राइस के बाद उसके बाद हमें दाल की हमें जो फील्ड्स उगाना पड़ेगा ताकि सोइल की फर्टिलिटी मेंटेन रहे. Doing so depletes specific nutrients from the soil. So different crops should be grown on same field. in a rotation so that soil has time to replenish the minerals and nutrients that have been used by the previous crop. So what is the purpose of crop rotation? It helps in increasing the fertility of soil. So what do you mean by crop rotation? If we grow the different crops after some crops, then this is a part of crop rotation. क्रॉप रोटेशन में एक प्लांट उगाने के बाद उसके बाद कोई डिफरेंट प्लांट ग्रो करेंगे, सेम टाइप की क्रॉप हम ग्रो नहीं करेंगे. व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ क्रॉप रोटेशन? इट हेल्प्स इन इंक्रीजिंग द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ soil. So next is manure and fertilizer. So what are manure and fertilizer? To have good crop, farmer adds some substance to the soil. हमारी क्रॉप अच्छी उगे तो फार्मर्स जो हैं सोइल में कुछ मटेरियल डालते हैं, एंड दीज आर कॉल्ड मैन्योर एंड फर्टिलाइजर. So what is manure and fertilizer? I will show the picture. In the first picture, it is a manure. And in the second picture, this is a fertilizer. So in the first picture, manure is made by human beings. It is naturally made. It is naturally made. Manure, in the first case, it is manure. And in the second case, it is a fertilizer. So it is manure versus fertilizer. In the first case, there is a manure. And in the second case, it is fertilizer. Fertilizer is made chemically and manure is made naturally. Manure को हम नेचुरल तरीके से बनाते हैं और फर्टिलाइजर को हम केमिकल सब्सटेंस यूज करके बनाते हैं. And both they increase the fertility of soil. So it is manure and fertilizer. And what is manure and fertilizer? To increase fertility of the soil, farmer add some substance to the soil, and these substances are called manure and fertilizer. So these substances make the soil fertile by increasing the minerals and humus content, and crop use these nutrients to grow faster, bigger and better. So what is the effect of manure and fertilizer on the plant? So plant will grow faster and plant will grow bigger and better. And so what are manure and fertilizer? These are substances adding in the soil to increase fertility of the soil. So the substance, they increase the fertility of the soil. So these are manure and fertilizer. So these are manure and fertilizer. So they increase the fertility of the soil. So again, I am repeating, what do you mean by crop rotation? If we grow the different crop, so this is called crop rotation. And what is the purpose of crop rotation? To increase fertility of the soil. So to increase fertility of the soil, we use crop rotation. For example, एक टाइम में हम अगर राइस का प्लांट ग्रो करते हैं, राइस के बाद फिर हम क्या ग्रो करते हैं, जो दाल के प्लांट ग्रो करते हैं, एंड देन दाल के बाद फिर अगेन हम राइस भी ग्रो कर सकते हैं, ग्रो कर सकते हैं, बट द सेम प्लांट विल नॉट ग्रोन. So different plants will be grown in the field. And what is the purpose of crop rotation? They increase fertility of the soil. Next is manure and fertilizer. So what is manure and fertilizer? These are substances adding in the soil to increase fertility of the soil. So what is the difference between manure and fertilizer? Manure is made naturally, fertilizer is made artificially or with the help of chemicals. So it is made in factories with the chemical, but manure is made naturally. So next is time to answer. Soil life or soil erosion is a collective term for all the organisms living in the soil. Soil life. What is the term of soil life? Dash is known as farmer best friend. Answer is earthworm. Third is dash help in increasing fertility of the soil. Answer is crop rotation. Crop rotation helps in increasing fertility of the soil. Fourth point is plants grown by the farmers in their fields are called crops. So answer is crops. First point is dash is a collective term for all organisms. Answer is soil life. Second is dash is known as farmer best friend. Answer is crop. Third is dash help in increasing fertility of the soil. Crop rotation. Fourth is plants grown by the farmers in their fields are called crops. And our key terms, afforestation means planting trees. Crops means plant grown by the farmers in the field. So you have to write the key terms in fair notebook and you have to tick the answer in the time to answer in the book. Time to answer की जो answer है वो हमें book में tick करने हैं and you have to write down the key terms in fair notebook. So you have to write down the key terms in your fair notebook. If you have any query regarding this topic, you can